Alright. So we want to head back to Ruin. I'm sure nothing terrible will happen along the way. Nah, I doubt it. Don't really need to bother fighting the enemies here. Ba 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 ba. Go Seaside Way. Uh-oh. Well, I guess this is goodbye. Yes. Thank you so much for the last few days. No problem. It's been fun. Take care, and say hi to Matron Teresa and the kids for us. Don't worry, I will. Hey, you three. Uh-oh. Huh? You're from Minoria, aren't you? It's Zach. You guys are... bracers, right? We've got big trouble, of course. What kind of big trouble? What now? Hang on a sec. I need to catch my breath. Someone attacked Matron Teresa and the kids near Minoria. Oh, come on. Whoa, say what now? No. Hey, are you alright? Keep your cool. It's no time to go fainting on us. I'm sorry. They just couldn't have a happy ending, could they? Please, tell us whatever you can. Okay. They were apparently assaulted by some strange group on the way back from the campus festival. The kids are okay, but Matron Teresa and that bracer lady got knocked out. You mean Karna? No way! Karna was defeated! They must have been highly trained. I would have contacted the guild, but communications are down at the inn. I didn't have much choice other than to run all the way here. I see. Well, thank you for your help. If you can manage it, would you go on to Ruin for us? We've got to hurry to Minoria. Okay, will do. Let's get going. Okay. Alright. Bum 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 bum. So here's a large monster that we have to take out. Ba 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 ba. Bum bum bum. So this is just Jabbas and some other nerds. Not a big deal. Not a big DLC. Uncle Bleed. Do 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 do. Hey, 0 damage. I like how it rolls like a Goron. Ho ho ho! Yeah. Oof. That clears the area. Will bleed. Do 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 do. So much aqua bleed. Ow. Why can I? Fireball! Ow! That actually tickled. Like an best spell in the game. Resist. Jabba Jabba. Jabba Jabba's belly, even. Okay. Fireball! Ow! Tickled a fair bit. Tier! Critical! Blue impact. That's a one-shot. One-shot Jones. Boom! That still didn't take him down. What a bunch of nonsense. You're not casting that spell, sir. It's not gonna happen. Ow! Chloe's almost dead. Chloe's almost dead. Ba 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 ba. Let's hear full HP for everybody. That's how we get things done, man. You guys do have a lot of physical defense, but that's what spells are for.
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake. That's a lot of experience, actually. Woo-hoo-hoo! And some nice sapphires. Prickly seed. Exterminated second monster on Goal Seaside Way. But now, real quick, we want to head back to Ruin, because there's a book you can get there. But if you go any further, I believe you miss out on it, so... Say yeah. Well, that settles it. I'm going to have to give you this book. Xseed Carnelia, Chapter 5. What do you mean, why? Because life is full of contradictions. Okay. The light from the sunset hurts my eyes. Alright. That's fun. So that's a very easily missed book. Carnelia, Chapter 5. Emissary of the Sabbath. I sat staring at a partially melted lump of butter on a stack of cold pancakes. Picking up a fork, I poked at them, and after turning the top one over, I daubed the milky yellow substance between the rubbery layers. In doing so, my interest in what sat atop my plate faded to nil. A hanging lamp dangled overhead, making a sporadic buzzing sound, as its honey-colored light flickered, creating jittery shadows and distorting my visions within the inn. The pouring rain outside didn't appear as if it would let up anytime soon, either. Bringing my face closer to the window, I peered through the film of water flowing down the outside of the glass as I tried to make out the dimly lit avenue. Although the station house sat right at the end of the road from where we were lodged, all that was visible was the side of the structure obscured by a shadow which prevented me from being able to see the platform. There's nothing to be worried about, said Sister Carnelia as she returned, wiping her hands with a handkerchief. As white as a newly driven snow. Stretching the square strip of cloth out, she sat down and placed it neatly on her lap like a napkin. Then, in a reassuring tone, she added, "You've seen the last of them for a while." Watching the tips of her fingers move as she smoothed out the wrinkles in the piece of fabric resting on her legs, I was hit with a sudden flashback. reviving the awful sight and coppery scent of the stickly blood, which had covered those hands not more than a few hours ago. "How can you be so certain?" I asked, still having more than a few reservations. "Because that's how these types of crime syndicates work," she replied, clearly seeming to know all the answers. The waiter came and set a plate in front of Sister Carnelia with a soft clink as the base of the glassy dish tapped lightly against the hard surface of the table. After scooting the meat-laden porcelain plate closer to her, she licked off the sauce now covering the tips of her fingers in an almost sensual way. Sickened by the bloody image already in my mind, and now the sauce, I tossed my fork aside and leaned heavily back in my chair. The city outside began to fade into shades of gray, and by the time Sister Carnelia was finished tucking away her steak, it had completely sunk into the darkness of night. I questioned her again. "How can you be so certain that no one will come after us?" Using a piece of black-crusted bread to wipe up the last drops of sauce, she answered, "Because that's how they function. One unit consists of 3 people." Then, as if remembering something else important, she added, "That group that was after you, they're a Jaeger Corps." Upon hearing this, I recall seeing some of those men at the landing port some time ago. Only the most renowned and skilled of mercenary groups have the honor of calling themselves a Jaeger Corps. Or at least that's what Mick had told me about them. They were soldiers of fortune who were said to relentlessly follow the flow of Mira, wherever that happened to lead. And they would stop at nothing to get at it, even if it meant spilling blood. Warhawks, mercenaries without borders, and a group never to get involved with, is what Mick often had a habit of saying about them. Instinctively, I slid my foot forward and checked the location of my bag with the tip of it. "It's quite simple, really," Sister Carnelia explained as she reached for her dessert. "You, Toby, are carrying something that's apparently gotten a lot of people on edge, and someone's hired a Jaeger Corps to take you out. But it's not me they're after, it's what I'm carrying." "It's all the same," she retorted as she gulped down her cup of tea in a single breath. "They're going to kill the courier before they even think about searching the contents of his bag. A butcher kills a cow before someone grills the steak, not the other way around." Got you there. Lecturing me all the while, Sister Carnelia took a glossy tallow-handled knife in hand and sliced into her apple pie. The powdered sugar sprinkled on the flaky crust danced under the golden light. I felt a stabbing pain of guilt race through me, just above my gut. Unexpectedly, I began to think about what Mick could be doing at the moment, but my short period of rumination was cut short when I saw Sister Carnelia's hand stop cold. Glaring into the darkness, eyes focused and intent like a hunting dog's, she tossed something shiny onto the table and eventually rose to her feet. There it was, my orbment. "Where are you going?" Without pausing to answer my question, Sister Carnelia expeditiously fastened the buckle of her coat. "You've got good taste, Toby." One at a time, she set her heels on the chair and tightened her bootlaces. Using the full capabilities of that orbment is no small feat. I think even most bracers would be in for a real surprise if push came to shove with you in the ring. Growing ever more impatient, I asked again, "So where is it exactly that you're going?" "That's none of your concern," came the answer. "Suffice it to say, I will be seeing you again on the morrow," and with that, Sister Carnelia disappeared through the door of the women's restroom. As if exchanging places, 2 other men entered the restaurant. They walked directly to the table at which I sat and stood before me. Flashing the emblem on his chest, and without making any sort of eye contact, one of the men said, "We're with the Bracer Guild. I apologize for disturbing you in the middle of your evening meal, but you'll need to come with us." Oh boy. And that concludes Chapter 5. I had a good time at my little sister's campus festival. I don't think she really wanted me to come checking on her, but what kind of a big sister would I be if I didn't look out for her now? Whew. I really cleaned up at the game stalls. Just what am I going to do with all these palm plushies I won? Couldn't tell you. Da-da-da-da-da. So while you're here, you want to make sure you rest, because you're going to need to be in tip-top shape. for some shenanigans. Just got back from that festival in my son's school. It was an excellent break from work, and my daughter had a great time as well. That play was really amazing. And what's more amazing is how they got that boy into a dress. But I do kind of wish my son could have been in it. I'm sure he would have made a great princess. Oh well, it'll be hard to find a corset his size anyway. I would think so. I went to my brother's school and saw lots of stalls, and the play was fun. I went to see my brother, but he got all embarrassed. How come? Because he's a loser. That's why. I went to go check out the Royal Academy. It was just what you'd expect from a fancy school. A famous school. I'd heard about the festival, but I was impressed with just how much thought went into it. I really want to have Antonio get into that school. They just have such charming uniforms. She strong-armed me into going to visit the place, but I have to admit, it seemed like a nice place to attend. I wouldn't mind eventually sending my kid there. Wow. I went to the Royal Academy Campus Festival. I didn't really go to check out the usual class routine, but I liked the feel of the place. The feel of the place. Ba 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 ba. Nobody down here. Nobody knows what it's like. I pray that all will receive the blessing of Adios. Whew, the day's finally over, and as usual, the congregation was packed full with tourists. The mayor seems quite happy, but I can't shake the feeling that something isn't right. Oh, you got that right. Today's evening mass was a success. The head of the church seems to be a little tired. That's too bad. Has been a tiring day, has it not? The bridge is just as impressive as I'd heard. So romantic. A duke came to ruin today. I was really impressed with how composed and dignified he was, and demanded such poise with a bowl cut like that. Incredible! Even now, my sailor's blood still stirs whenever I get a look at the ocean. But nowadays, all the ships seem to be orbment-powered. I'm sure it makes everything easier, but where's the effort? Where's the passion? I think it fell in the garbage. Maybe I'm just too old. Maybe. Ba-ba-bum. Back when this place was still in the planning stages, there was a lot of arguing about whether it should be in the North or South Block. Since the North Block has so many shops and tourist attractions, it initially seemed to be an obvious choice. On the other hand, the South Block has the main city gates, but a lot of delinquent types tend to hang out there. Yeah, they sure do. We may not have a maintenance chief, but that doesn't mean we can just leave it to die on us. We'll have to check things over more carefully than usual. My brother isn't here. He's off on some big business trip. That's too bad. Big business style. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, watch it, sir. Don't mess with me. Do, 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 do. Bum-ba-dum. New Goal Seaway Monster 2. Yep, that's that new one that we did, so we can go ahead and cash that in, I suppose. Trying to run all the way from Minoria without a break is exhausting. I imagine so. Ah, hello. The director has already filled me in. Melvin is left on assignment, but unfortunately Agate hasn't reported in yet. I know you just finished up your business at the Academy, but I need you to go to Minoria as quickly as possible. We're on our way, sir. Sure thing. You don't have to persuade us. We should hurry. I'm worried about Karna. First we'll report this. Goal Seaway Monster 2. 2000 Mirror 5 BP. There you go. Nobody up here. Apparently Melvin's off somewhere being a Melvin. Niles here. And this means I've got all the info I need. This could be the scoop of a lifetime. Now I just need to get some solid proof. Oh boy. He's got something going on. Hey there, looks like you got the whole maintenance kit thing sorted out. How's the old Salt doing? He seems to be just fine. He sends his regards. Does he now? Good, good. Age eventually gets the best of us all. Sounds like he's still hanging in there. I really appreciate it. Good luck out there. Thanks. See you later. I'll see you later, buddy. Ah, I see. I finally figured out the significance of the map. Oh boy. I think we'll be hearing from him about more of that kind of thing. The renovations are gradually coming along. I look forward to reopening. Reopening. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Of course, by the time you reopen, well, we're not going to be in this area, and that's just going to be sad. Very, very sad. Bum, 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 bum. It's good that Mayor Dalmore has expanded tourism. He's had to resort to coercing the ones against it, though. I just hope everyone can come to an agreement. Here's hoping that the tourism drives off the Ravens. Don't you think a gang like that is bad for a place's image? I'll play. Nile with a style. That's not weird or anything. He's still fishing here. Ah, no matter how good a fisherman you may be, when they ain't biting, they just ain't biting. It's true. I wasn't so sure about it to begin with, but the festival turned out to be quite enjoyable. The food was really good, and it wasn't even overpriced. That play was a masterpiece. I had my doubts about casting the boys as girls and vice versa, but it gradually drew me in. It's a hit. I played a lot today. It's so late already. I should go home and get dinner started. What's going on at the old hotel? It seems that Duke Dunan is also visiting Ruin. By all appearances, he really likes it around here. Whew! Oh, okay. Nobody up here. Nobody's ever out here. Like, ever. All that just goes to waste, and it's very sad. Very, very sad. Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum-bum. Nobody's at the hotel. Not one. Oh, there's somebody. It's Simon. Let's see. We have to get packed to go back to Bose soon. Guess they're getting ready to take off. The water is very mysterious. Anytime you look at it, it always makes your face look different. In all my years, I've never gotten tired of it. That's good. It's good not to get tired of stuff. Okay, can we go to the south block? Probably closed off now, right? Yep. We can't go there. Anywho, to Minoria Village to see what's going on. But again, you want to make sure you're ready to go, because who knows what's going to happen. Probably some terrible stuff. Dun 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 dun. Oh, right. Gotta go down here, don't we? Okay. Don't think there's anyone over this way, but we shall see. Come over and clean this place up, man. Nobody's here. How sad. Minoria Village. The children don't even have families, and to do this to them is just horrible. And somebody out there has it out for this orphanage, I'm telling you. How can Adios allow such things to happen? Unknown. Matron Teresa was injured in a mugging? Almighty Adios, what are they to do? Please, you're bracers. You have to catch whoever did this. That's the plan. That is the plan, Stan. Matron Teresa and the kids were mugged? If it was the same people that set the fire, what in the world can they hope to gain besides the wrath of Adios? Those kids have done nothing to deserve this. Indeed. I heard about what happened. For such violence to be incurred not just once, but twice over. A case like this pains me greatly. Indeed. Nobody's ever in here. Ba-ba-bum. Do-do-do-do-do. I heard those kids were all crying when they came back. That really bothers me. I wonder what happened. Anyway, we want to go to the inn. We want to go in the inn. The kids were mugged? What the hell? When does it stop? Probably never. I wonder if the muggers and the arsonists are the same people. There are some things that no sane person could ever do. It makes me so angry. Doesn't it, though? If you're looking for the matron, she's upstairs resting. First the arson, and now this. Those poor kids. They gotta live through such horrible things, you know? All the orphans have been crying ever since they got back. Why? Why would anyone pick on them like that? Oh! Miss Chloe! Everyone. Wow! It was so scary! Thank goodness you're all safe. Pardon me, but what about the others? How is Matron Teresa? Don't worry, they're not hurt. They haven't woken up, though, which has me a little worried. If I may, then, I'd like to see them. Well, they're right over there. No doubt about it. Someone used sleeping powder. Sleeping powder? Yes, there's still a faint hint of it in the air. It's probably the kind without side effects, so there's no real need for concern. Hey, Clem, can you tell us what happened? I'll tell you. We were walking along the coast road with the bracer lady, and these strange guys in masks showed up out of nowhere. Oh boy. The bracer lady fought them for a while, but they surrounded her. She fought him to save us and Matron Teresa. That's why... There. It must have been so scary. They took an envelope from the matron. I really wanted bad to get it back. Mr. Joshua, I couldn't help her. Don't think that way, Clem. I know that Matron Teresa would just be happy that all of you are safe. That's why you mustn't blame yourself. But I don't believe this. Who would do such a thing? Whoever it is must certainly be skilled at hiding his or her presence. After all, the bracer wasn't alerted, and Matron Teresa is unconscious. Unconscious. Chloe. I get the feeling that this was very deliberate. I'd say that the criminals were probably targeting the donations Matron Teresa had on her. If we find the money, we'll find the culprit. Yes, you're probably right. You seem a little calmer than earlier. Yes. In order to help the matron and the kids, I must compose myself. Regardless, we must find who did this as soon as possible. Indeed. She's right, you know. Ah! Ah! Agate! I heard what was going on at the guild. Looks like you've gotten wrapped up in one hell of a mess. Hey, don't make light of the situation. Karna got hurt too. I know that, so quit your yapping. Karna's no amateur either. It takes someone pretty skilled to beat her. How about you give me a quick rundown of what's been going on here? Okay. Joshua and Estelle told Agate the whole story about the donations for the orphanage. Huh. Alright then. There's definitely something weird going on. Weird how? Well, here's the thing. You know that Raven gang that was hanging out at the warehouse? They're all gone now. The warehouse is empty. Then... they must be the ones who assaulted Matron Teresa. I'm not so sure about that. I really doubt they'd have what it takes to get the upper hand on Karna. Yeah, that's true. They talk a big game, but I don't think they could back it up. Yeah, give them a single hard look and they shut right up. However, today they're suddenly nowhere to be found. That's suspicious. Couple that with today's little incident, and what do you get? Like I said, something weird is going on. Even if they're not directly responsible for the fire, I feel like they're involved somehow. Yeah, but this ain't the time to go checking that out. Come on, greenhorns, let's go. What are you talking about? Where are we going? You slow in the head or something? Obviously, we're going to the seaside path where the crime happened. How those idiots did it doesn't matter right now. We've got to focus on finding some clues as to where they are. Ah, true. Understood. We'll help. But we gotta figure out what's going on. Wow, how'd it get to be so late? Bah, this is no good. How are we supposed to search in the dark? Uh-oh. Hey, what was that sound? It's Xseed! Where have you been? Oh, Xseed, where have you been? I just said that! What the hell? That's Xseed. He's Chloe's girl falcon, companion. Whew, as long as he's friendly. Scrah! Scrah, scrah! Understood. Thank you, Xseed. Scrah! Now I've seen everything. So, Missy, what did your friend there tell you? The whereabouts of the ruffians who assaulted Teresa, evidently. Seems that he saw the attack. That's a good one. Nice going, Xseed. Yes, most impressive. Scrah! Now wait one damn minute. You mean to tell me you actually believe that load of bull? We've seen him communicate several times. Hey, if you don't believe us, you don't have to come along. Come on, guys. Alright. Scrah! Wait up, you punks. Does seem like it's homing in on something, but... Come on, are we really following that thing? This is your idea of a joke, it's not funny. It's not a joke. The matron and the children are like family to me. Fine, then. I thought you were yanking my chain, but I guess I'll tag along. Jeez, why don't you say what you really think? All that aside, we need to get going after Xseed. So we got Agatha in the party. Broad edge. We could give him some better equipment. You give him the shield vest. And the double spikes. And some accessories. You can give him the work helmet and, you know, whatever. Feather brooch, sure, why not? Or B-bins. He's got 3 slots sealed, unfortunately. Sadly, we can't go back to Ruin to open those, so we just gotta deal with it. So we can give him whatever. We can give him an HP 2. Defense 1. We can give him Flare Arrow, I suppose. Why not? Well, everyone's all freaking close together. Battle position. There we go. That works. Okay. We can get some new dialogue by going back into here. Zack went to the Bracer Guild to tell them what he knows. Now he's back and helping out at the inn. He's a good brother, always dependable when the chips are down. That's nice. Always good to be dependable, you know. Bum 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 bum. We gotta make sure you're prepared, because I think there's going to be a series of boss fights. So you want to be ready to go. We simply cannot allow an atrocity like this to pass. All the villagers are willing to help. Please catch whoever did this for the children's sake. That's the plan, Stan. Anybody in here? Oh, there's actually people in here for the first time. Did you find out the criminals' identities? We can't let anyone who would do something like this get away. You make sure to catch them and slow them and show them the error of their ways. As politely as you can with your preferred weapon of choice. I was thinking, I can at least get the children something to eat. Carla asked me to fetch her some ingredients to make them a hearty meal. A hearty meal, da 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 da. Okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. How you doing? The matron and the kids are sleeping here. I'll keep watch over them. Please find the scum who did this so we can all relax again. I don't know if we can do much to help, but say the word and we're here for you. How could this have happened? I won't stand for this. That's a shame. It's already pitch black out there. Be careful on your way back. Naturally. Dun dun dun. But I've got to go cheer everyone up. Matron's gonna be okay, right? Everyone's finally calmed down a little bit. Now if the matron would just wake up... Wake up! Mr. Joshua, I hope I grow up to be as strong as you someday. Matron Teresa is sleeping peacefully. Karna is sleeping peacefully. They're taking a nap. I don't think we can go back to Ruin at this point. Once the store is cleaning up, I was thinking of going to check on the kids. The store is closed. Perhaps I could bring the children a treat. What a treat that would be. Hey, where do you think you're going? We ain't got time to go back to Ruin. Indeed. For now, let's just follow Seek's trail and see where it leads. It would be nice if you could go back so that you can open up the rest of Agate's horrible slots, but you can't do that, so... That kinda sucks.